The competition for Grand Librarian is underway. Whose personal library will impress the most? This video I'll be reviewing Ex Libris after this. Hey there, it's Theo from Geeky Gamer Guy. On this channel I show you all things board games, from top 5 lists, playthroughs, reviews just like this one, to how to plays called Peep Plays where I misplaced my shirt. So if you're new here, think about subscribing. Alright, grab your dictionary and hire some assistance. You're gonna need all the help you can get. In Ex Libris, designed by Adam P. McIver and published by Renegade Game Studios, 1 to 4 players will attempt to construct the best personal library of book cards to impress the mayor's official inspector and be appointed the position of Grand Librarian. During the setup of each game, the main board will show 1 of the 6 categories the inspector considers a prominent genre to have, as well as which category they consider banned, causing negative marks during inspection. Players will also be given a card with 1 of the remaining book categories to focus on for double points. During the game, players will need to send out their trustworthy assistants to locations around the gnomish village in hopes of acquiring rare books to shelve in their collections. Each player will start the game with 6 book cards in hand, 2 regular assistants, and 1 unique assistant tied to their own special library location. This has an ability only that player can perform. Some of the unique assistants are the bookworm that allows the player to draw and shelve cards twice in a row, or the wizard that allows you to shift books in your personal library 1 space in any direction to shelve a new card. Each turn, a player will place 1 assistant on either their home library tile or 1 of the shifting locations off the main board. Shifting because throughout the game some locations will be discarded to make way for new ones drawn from the location stack. These various locations allows players to do some form of acquiring and shelving book cards. When shelving a book card, the player should try to put each card in alphabetical order. Once placed, they can't be moved unless a location allows it. Any card out of order will not count during the endgame inspection. The final round is triggered once a player reaches a certain number of book cards shelved in their library, depending on player count. After that, the inspector will score different factors of each player's libraries, like how many prominent and banned books are in the library, shelf stability, and books focused on. The player with the most points wins. I am in love with this game. It really surprised me in the best of ways. First of all, the theme is great. Becoming the gnomish village's Grand Librarian is very unique. I love books, I love board games, put them together and it's a perfect match. The game is such a beauty to look at. The art style and graphic design are very well done. Everything has this whimsical touch to it. Now I think you can tell I'm crushing on the theme and art style hard, but is the game fun to play? Without a doubt, that's a big yes. The puzzle of figuring out how to shelve cards in your library is so good. It's thinky but not mind-numbing, making it just the right amount of challenge for new and experienced gamers alike. This game has a ton of replay value, with 18 locations and 12 player tiles. There will only be a few new locations available each round, and since they're shuffled, the order will be different each game. Plus, the player library tiles each have their own unique special ability to change things up. As if that weren't enough, there are 152 book cards allowing for different personal library combinations. Speaking of book cards, the book spines on each book is pure punny gold. I've spent my turns reading the titles of each book and getting a real chuckle out of it. As much as I enjoy this game, it's not without a few negatives. Some assistants could be used more and are less situational, which is understandable since there are 12 of them. I've spent games where I get to utilize my assistant but a couple of times, where other assistants can be used every round without a problem. Some people have been concerned about the tiny text used in the game. I've had no problem with it, but I understand that the problem is there. Despite all of those minor quibbles, I think this game is the right mix of luck and strategy and will be played a lot. Rating 8.5.
This is a library.
Out of 10. That's it. I hope you enjoyed the review. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you. Also, if you haven't done so already, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Until next time, stay geeky, keep gaming. With the 18 locations and 12 player tiles, there will only be a few new locations